Welcome to a new episode of The Scoop, live from Saddleback College, located in the beautiful city of Mission Viejo. I'm your host, Andrea Moore. On today's show, we will touch up on some local news happening around the college, interview a chef, learn affordable makeup techniques for all the ladies out there, and then hear from a Saddleback filmmaker. To wrap up our show, we have an exciting story on the medical marijuana industry. There's a lot to cover, so let's get going with our news. On this week's Saddleback News, we're going to learn about senior night, meet some new inductees into the Community College Football Hall of Fame, and wrap up the men's basketball season that competed in the state tournament this weekend. Let's check out and see how they did.
On March 19th, Saddleback College held a senior day. This event is for high school seniors to come and see the advantages of attending Saddleback College. From information workshops to campus tours, this day was filled with seniors excited about the opportunities Saddleback has to offer. Students who attended the Saddleback Information Workshop were given vouchers for a free In-N-Out burger. Counselors and staff were also at the event to help the seniors with information on scholarships and deciding majors. The future students of Saddleback College experienced a fun, busy, and informative day. Senior Day allows the students to explore all the different fields of study Saddleback has to offer, along with a variety of sports teams. Saddleback College has 3 members of the Gaucho family that were added to the California Community College Football Coaches Association Hall of Fame. On March 14th, George Hartman, Dick Stutz, and Jim Pochin represent 3 of the 10 inductees this year. Hartman and Stutz both passed away this winter, but were honored by Saddleback's current head coach, Mark McElroy. Hartman, who was Saddleback's first football coach, athletic director, and division chairman, is inducted into the Hall of Fame as a head coach. He coached the Gauchos from 1968 until 1975, leading them to 5 conference titles. Stutz is inducted in the Hall of Fame as an assistant coach. He spent 35 years on the sidelines, 34 of those he was the defensive line coach. He took over as an intern head coach in 1998 before returning to the sidelines as a defensive line coach for 5 more seasons before stepping down in 2003. Pogin, who had the privilege to play for both coaches as a standout defensive back and as a wide receiver in 1973 and 1974. He was a starter on both offense and defense, earning all-conference honors for both. He still holds the college's interception records for a game and a career. Saddleback is honored to have been a home to men who have accomplished so much and shaped the athletic department.
Your Saddleback men's basketball team wrapped up their season this past Sunday in the California Community College Championship. The Gauchos came into the contest with a very impressive record of 32-2. Their competition was the highly offensive East Los Angeles Huskies. It was not an easy day for Coach Ground and his team. The Gauchos started off slow with multiple turnovers in the first few minutes of the game and falling behind quickly. They kept battling throughout the whole game, but every time they'd make a big shot, so would the Huskies. Then in the second half, the stingy Gaucho defense came into full effect. East LA started to miss shots, and Saddleback capitalized on every opportunity. The team recaptured the lead with just under 2 minutes left to go in the second half. The fans were really getting into this one with their cheering and even a little dancing in the stands. The Gauchos were playing tough and really wanted to bring the state title back to Saddleback. With just under 20 seconds left in the game, starting point guard Malik Haynes made a layup to stretch their lead to 3 points with barely any time for the Huskies to pull it off. The buzzer went off, and with a final score of 50-47, the Gauchos became state champions for the 3rd time in college history. It was an amazing moment for the coaching staff, players, and fans. Freshman guard Dusty Baker was named tournament MVP after an impressive performance throughout the whole tournament. After the game, we caught up with sophomore guard Andrew Bornez and head coach Andy Brown. So dominant performance tonight on the offensive side and defensive side. What were you thinking coming into this game?
I was coming in thinking to shut down their best player. My coach told me as long as I play great defense, we'll have great success.
Alrighty, so now you've been a part of 3 state champions with Saddleback College. Tell me how it feels.
It feels great, just like the first one, just like the last one. They're all the same. They all feel good. The best thing about it is it's a great accomplishment for the players.
Congratulations to our Saddleback Gauchos, and enjoy every moment, champs. Congratulations, guys, and thank you for bringing the title back to Saddleback. And now we have an exclusive interview with Chef Lisa Inlow, head of the Saddleback College Culinary Department. She has a lot of great information to share, and she's over with Jason Sermeno. Take it away, Jason.
Thanks, Andrea. I'm here with Chef Lisa Inlow of Saddleback College today. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, how are you today?
Great, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Wonderful, thanks for coming out. Tell me a little about yourself.
Well, I've been teaching here at Saddleback for the past 12 years. 4 years ago, I was hired as the first full-time culinary arts instructor.
Wow.
So I kind of took ownership of the program, and
cool.
we have turned it into a professional chef training program.
Wow, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Your program, what sort of levels of cooking do you teach?
Well, we begin with basic and then progress into intermediate and advanced. In the basic, they learn first how to sharpen their knife, how to do some basic knife cuts, how to cut an onion properly and mince garlic, that kind of thing. Then they learn how to do mise en place, which is everything in its place, the French term for everything in its place.
Okay.
Kind of what makes the Food Network look so flawless and beautiful is somebody has done their mise en place, all organized. That's really important part of it, time management and mise en place. From there, they go into learning how to do the mother sauces. There's 5 different mother sauces, how to fabricate a chicken. And then in the advanced level cooking, we teach how to fabricate a fish, how to truss a Chateaubriand, how to make secondary sauces.
Wow. Sounds like you cover everything from making cereal and milk to your own 5-course meals.
That's true, we do.
That's great. Your program, what sets you apart from private culinary schools?
Well, I feel what sets us apart. I come from a private school background myself, and I felt very stifled in that environment, and that I was not allowed to
Express yourself?
express myself at all. There was no creative flair as far as the students went. You followed the recipe, the chef gave you the recipe, you followed it, and that was it, the end. And it's a very creative industry. I mean, the reason you're there is because you're an artist, you know, that's part of it. So I think that it's important to allow my students to express themselves, and I want them to do that in my lab, because if it doesn't work out, I can show them how to make it work.
Perfect, wow. And your department, does it collaborate with other departments here at the college?
We do. We are currently working with horticulture. We are developing an edible garden that the students are going to actually plant themselves in front of the culinary lab. And they're going to learn how to grow organic produce and herbs, and then take those products and turn them into, you know, menu items. So the whole farm to table movement there. And we are also working with the business department to create a culinary entrepreneurship class.
Wow.
Where we teach students how to write a business plan, a successful business plan, and learn how to price their product appropriately so that they are profitable.
Oh, okay, so all aspects are being covered.
All aspects, yep.
That's great. Culinary arts, the future, how do you think that looks?
It's phenomenal.
Yeah?
We are growing by leaps and bounds. According to the National Restaurant Association, there's a projection of 10% growth over the next 5 years.
Wow.
So what that equates to is 140 jobs added to our current industry. I work very closely with our local industry, the hotel industry specifically, and we are having 100% job placement over the past 2 semesters.
Wow.
Through our cooperative work experience, which is when students go out and work in the industry and do their internships. So I believe the numbers are
They
solid.
speak for themselves, yeah.
Yes, they
Perfect.
do.
That's great. How many students are enrolled in your program?
Well, currently we have about 500 students.
Wow.
Enrolled in the program. The classes are about 25-person cap on each class, and we are currently running 12 classes per semester.
Wow, that's great. Your department or any of the classes, do they cater at all? Either to like school events or maybe outside events?
Yeah, we try to stick to school events. We try to support our own on campus. We recently did an event for fine arts last week where we catered a Southern night in Harlem for 150 people, and then we're getting ready to work with fashion, and we're going to do 200, I think, next month at the end of the month, their fashion show.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. How about the young people trying to get involved in this cooking? Do you have any advice for them?
Well, I say get in there and start practicing at home, in your home environment, and fine-tuning, you know, maybe working from your grandma's recipe, and then come and take some classes, and then definitely get a job in the industry.
That's perfect. That sounds swell. Do you have any dishes that you would say are just good, just like maybe 3?
3
just
dishes
to begin.
that I like to make? Okay, so beurre blanc sauce, easy,
sounds
super
delicious.
fast. Fish, I love to do a grilled fish.
Unfortunately, I would love to hear the third one, but we are running out of time. Thank you so much for coming out. Back to you, Andrea.
Thank you, Jason, and a very special thank you to Chef Lisa for taking the time out of her busy schedule to come sit down with us. If you're interested in learning more, go to Village 3. We got to take a quick break real quick. We'll be right back.
We hope Saddleback College will be your first choice if you seek a dynamic, innovative, and student-centered post-secondary education.
Welcome back. Our next guest is a very talented Emily Chetney. Emily is a professional makeup artist, and today she's going to demonstrate a beautiful smoky eye look using affordable makeup for any college student looking to save $1. Amos Alexander is live in studio with Emily, so I hope you learn a few tricks. Take it away, Amos.
Thanks, Andrea. Today in the studio, I'm joined by the very talented Emily Chetney. Emily is a professional makeup artist, and today she's going to demonstrate a few cost-effective makeup choices that are affordable for the average college student.
Yeah. Sorry.
How's it going?
It's going well. Yeah, there's a lot of makeup choices that you can buy that are a lot less expensive than, like, say, the ones that you find in Sephora. You can, like, most of these are in, like, CVS, Target, things like that, and they work just as well sometimes.
Cool. So what are we doing today?
We're gonna do like a simple smoky eye.
Okay.
Which is like kind of it's like a brown and gold, and we're just gonna fade it all out and make it look nice and dramatic.
Cool. Awesome. So how do we get started?
So I'm gonna need those ones right there.
Which ones?
Palette with all the little colors.
This one right here. Okay.
And then that little poofy brush is all black.
This one?
Nope.
No. Okay. That one.
That one.
That one? Okay. There we go.
Thank you. All right, and I have this paper towel right here so that I can get any of the powder that falls from my palette, because we don't want it all over your face.
So having it all over her face, that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It ends up looking dirty. And unless you want that, that's fine. It's whatever you like. All right, so I'm just going to start with a nice medium tone, just so I can create a shape where I want it on her eye. All right. So if you can tell, I mean, it's pretty light right now, but it kind of comes out in a leaf shape.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you kind of work with your own bone structure depending on what you have.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. So now that I've put in the medium tone, I'm going to go in with a bit of a darker one up in the corner.
Okay. Nice.
And this is something you can wear every day if you so desire.
So I can wear this like every day if
like
I want?
Every day. Though I think, glitter is more your style.
Glitter's more my style?
Yeah.
It's like what type of glitter?
Well, there's actually some really nice glitter at CVS. I have a gold one. Maybe we'll bring it out later. Okay.
Nice. Are we going to use the gold one on her?
Not today.
Not today, okay. That's looking pretty cool.
Thanks.
Can tell that one's like a little bit darker?
Yes, a little bit darker. And the reason I'm using this brush in particular too, it's very fluffy, which makes it a lot easier to blend. If you want like a lot of pigment, a lot of color on your lid, then you want to use something that's more compact. Otherwise, you get, oops, we don't need that.
Okay.
All right.
So I imagine like you want to use one of those smaller brushes on like the eyes. So not something like, like this. Does it be bad for the eyes?
I mean, I don't know. How big are your eyes?
Not that big. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely not that big.
No, not that big.
Okay, that's good. Good to know.
All right. So I've gone in with a medium tone. I came in with a darker one on the outside, as you can see.
Oh, nice.
See? All right. And now I'm going to come in with a lighter one to kind of create a highlight. Really, it's like a painting. You're creating a round shape.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it really is art.
It is. That's why I'm a makeup artist.
So you're like the Picasso of the face.
Some have said that, yeah,
Some
actually.
have said that?
Funny
Okay.
you mention it.
That's awesome. I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one that knows that.
All right. So I'm just creating that highlight right here. It'll really make her eyes pop right in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Do you want some glitter? All right, we're gonna do some shimmery, just because I like glitter.
Who doesn't like glitter?
That's a really good question.
Like, honestly, like we've been playing with glitter since like kindergarten. Like everyone should love glitter.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's like pretty cool.
So I'm just gonna blend that out with my lighter color. Because you don't want any hard lines. It looks weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Now she's got her smoky eye up at the top.
Okay, it's very smoky.
Yeah, it's very smoky, but not quite smoky enough.
Okay.
Okay. This is actually like a common thing that people do is they'll just do the top lid. And the most important thing is that you connect it underneath.
Okay.
Otherwise you look kind of weird.
Okay.
Unless you like that.
So what else do you need?
That little angle brush. It's just
Angle
like
brush.
a
This
little
one?
triangle.
Is that
Yeah.
angly?
Yes.
Is that the one? Okay.
All right. So look, can I hand that to you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
Put that back.
All right. So I'm gonna go in with that darker color. It's up at the right there.
Okay. The darker one.
See, right there.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Look up for me. And I'm just gonna line right under her waterline and connect it to that corner.
Huh.
You all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Turn this way.
Wow, that's looking pretty good.
Thank you.
Wow.
All right. One more time with that medium brown. I know. Here,
Eyes
I'll give you a break.
open. Okay.
You can take a break. Ready?
1 minute.
Okay, look up.
Huh.
Yeah. All right.
Huh. Okay.
Okay. Any questions for
That I mean.
tomorrow?
Yeah, for tomorrow. Like what? Oh, well, it looks like we're just about out of time, actually.
Oh, really?
I mean, thank you so much for coming in. Like that's just fantastic. Like, any last minute like makeup tips at all?
Sure. I mean, always put on your eyeshadow first
Okay.
before you put on your foundation, just because
Okay.
if you have any powder or anything on your face, you don't have to redo your whole face.
Okay.
That
Awesome.
one's good.
So eyeshadow first.
Eyeshadow first,
Then foundation.
then face.
Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming
Sure.
in. Like, just it looks so great.
Thank you.
Right. Awesome. I'm glad I know these tips. Anyways, back to you, Andrea. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Thanks for the great tip, Emily. We're going to take another quick break, but stay tuned because we have some more exciting stories for you. I'm Andrea with The Scoop, and we'll be right back, so don't go anywhere.
Saddleback College enriches its students and the South Orange County community by providing a comprehensive array of high-quality courses and programs. We foster student learning and success in the attainment of academic degrees and career technical certificates, transfer to four-year institutions, and improvement of basic skills. We hope Saddleback College will be your first choice if you seek a dynamic, innovative, and student-centered post-secondary education.
Welcome back to The Scoop. Next up, we have our Saddleback Showcase Spotlight, where we introduce an up-and-coming filmmaker. In today's Spotlight, Shelley White talks about her documentary titled Killing Pain, where she shows some challenges of taking care of her severely disabled daughter. Let's take a look of what they have to say.
It's my daughter. She was blue when she was born. The cord was doubled around her neck. So at some point during the birth process, she had oxygen deprivation. The story is her journey and our journey as a family as she ages and her body changes and her needs for care change, the things that we've done to keep her going. 5 years ago, we recognized something was really, really wrong and figured out that it was that she was in severe pain and started going to a pain specialist that prescribed just a buffet of narcotics. At the time, we had a nurse who had recommended prior to our going to the pain specialist, medical marijuana. So she recommended getting a marijuana brownie. It chokes me up even talking about it. It's such a personal topic. And I never really anticipated how difficult it was going to be to relive all of it. So that part of it has been really, really tough. But my passion for the story and my passion for changing people's minds about the topic just completely overwhelmed anything else. I didn't care about how hard it was to get through. I didn't care about the fact that I did not want to be in front of the camera. It's important. The topic's important and it needed to be done. It is a really busy life. So there's a lot of sacrifice on the part of my family, especially my husband. I am so excited to get this story out there. I really don't care about the accolades or awards. I just want people to know this story. I want them to know what Melinda's gone through, what our family's gone through, and what we still go through every day to keep this child going. I couldn't have done it without Saddleback. Just everybody who had a hand in this, I am eternally grateful.
Wow, Saddleback really has some amazing filmmakers. The documentary Killing Pain will be shown at the Newport Beach Film Festival in the Saddleback College Showcase held during the last week of April. What an amazing accomplishment. For more information about the show, go to newportbeachfilmfest.com/2015. Next, we'll take a look at the medical marijuana industry in our local area. Let's check it out.
Than ever before, and while popular culture has focused on its recreational use, there has also been an explosion of studies verifying its medicinal properties. In Orange County, C3 Patients Association seeks to treat marijuana as a pharmaceutical product with its pill, Idrisil.
My company is a nonprofit. We are set up under California state law as a collective. We manufacture or grow cannabis for a pill, not for dispensaries, only for the medical community. We were trying to find a way that we could give medical cannabis to patients in a way doctors understand, and they don't understand taking 2 hits off a joint or 2 bites off a brownie. And it's not concise or sterile that way either, so Idrisil was born.
In 4 states, marijuana is now legal for recreational use. In numerous others, it is available at dispensaries for medicinal purposes. This is all in conflict with federal law, which spans the substance completely. Judge Jim Gray is a former California Superior Court judge and was the 2012 vice presidential candidate for the Libertarian Party.
Here in California, we passed the Medical Marijuana Act back in 1996, compassionate use, that allows, under California law, under prescribed circumstances, people to sell, use, possess marijuana if they have the recommendation of a medical doctor. That is illegal under federal law, but legal under state law. So if the federal government wanted to come in and prosecute you, me, or anyone else for doing that, they could.
The DEA was just in my building in August. It's the first time they've ever taken everything from us, but they took everything we had. And we're putting ourselves back together again, but my only problem with it, I don't feel harassed by them. I know they're just doing their job, but it's made it really difficult for us.
Numerous challenges have been made to the federal prohibition of marijuana, including the newly proposed CARES Act.
So I think there's every reason to try to give more ease to people in the states who want this, more freedom for states and individuals. Doctors who want to prescribe this, it's very difficult because it's Schedule 1. We want to take it down to Schedule 2 so doctors can prescribe this more easily. We don't want doctors to be punished for simply trying to help people.
Whether this legislation is adopted remains to be seen.
It is clear to me, since in 2012 the states of both Colorado and Washington actually regulated and controlled marijuana for adults, passed these initiatives, that now the entire impetus is on the people trying to go forward with marijuana drug reform.
Wow, what an interesting look at the medical marijuana industry. The Compassionate Access Research Expansion and Respect Sales Act was introduced on March 10th by the members of both political parties. Overall, it is clear that the culture around the use of medical marijuana is changing rapidly in this country. Well, this wraps up the episode of The Scoop. I want to give a very special thank you to Chef Lisa Inlow and makeup artist Emily Chetney for joining us in studio. Another congratulations to Saddleback men's basketball on being state champions, and to Shelly White for her success on her film. I'm your host, Andrea Moore, and I'll see you back next week for another episode of The Scoop. Have a great day.